Hi there. Tonight, we're at T-Bones Chophouse and Grill at the lovely Red Rocks Casino and Resort Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now I gotta tell you, this is a pretty high-class restaurant. And some people might be a little intimidated to order what they need to stay on their program. But you know what? We're gonna be all right. We're gonna do this. Come on, let's go.
And you know this already.
So here we are at TBones Chophouse Lounge, and we're working on the menu here. Now, I gotta tell you, this time I didn't look ahead as much as I should have. And we do have a nice variety of salads here. We have some soups. I am a big lobster chowder fan. That's interesting. And let's see. Oh, potatoes, I think I can miss those. And we've got a pretty decent selection of vegetables. I think that's going to work out pretty good. And specialty sides. Grilled tomatoes with spinach and cheese. That might be good, but you know, I'm not sure. That could have a lot of cheese and maybe more than I'm bargaining for. Let's move over here to the entrees. Let's see. Wow, look at the size of those steaks on the bone. That's going to be a little rough to take. We would have to definitely pare that down. For two, I don't need that. And now we come down to entrees. Alright, and then the seafood options, which of course are pretty good options here. Scallops, I like scallops. Let's see, and the king crab and lobster tail. I think most of those are going to be great choices. And then I could complement my fish with some, or dish, I guess, with some other items. Let's see, and then of course there is the chilled seafood jumbo jackpot. Now that looks like an amazing collection of seafood. That actually sounds pretty good, except for the fact that it's chilled. I'm not too into that. Let's see, we've got the general manager and the chef de cuisine. They've been kind enough to allow me to document this evening, and I really appreciate that. So let's see. Well, I've got some good choices and I've got some ideas. So we'll see what happens when it comes time to order. All right, so I'd like to start out with what's on the mixed green salad?
It's mucilin baby mixed greens,
yes,
goat cheese, candied pecans, pear tomatoes. It's tossed with a walnut oil and white balsamic vinaigrette dressing.
Okay, I'd like to go light on the cheese and light on the pecans. Keep those down. And then here's the deal. I'm on sort of a program to lose weight, and what I'm really interested in tonight is the surf and turf. However, there's no way I can eat that much food, and I don't want to be wasteful. I'm wondering if it's possible for you to prepare a plate with 4 ounces of petite filet and half of a 12-ounce lobster tail. Would that be possible?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's great. And then for vegetables, I would love the fresh broccoli florets. And those are steamed?
They're steamed plain.
Fantastic.
Hollandaise on the side, but leave the hollandaise.
Yeah, you know, just put it on the side. Maybe I'll dip my fork into it. All right? And I think that's going to do it.
How well do you like your filet cooked?
Pardon me?
How well would you like your filet cooked?
Oh, that would be medium rare, please.
Now our fillets we brush with Tillamook butter and sea salt.
Okay.
That'll be okay.
I think that's going to be okay. All set?
Yes.
Great, thank you. Okay, so here we are with our salad, and it's come very lightly pecaned and actually lightly dressed. But once again, we see that we've got a fair amount of cheese there. Goat cheese, in fact. And so I'm going to display my previous technique of taking a fork, and I'm going to brush off some of that cheese, and I'm not going to be consuming that, so it's a lighter salad. But on the whole, this looks fantastic, and I think it's going to be a great start to the meal. What do you think?
It is.
Bon appetit! All right, so there we go. We've got half of the filet mignon and half of the lobster tail. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. And then over here, I have my sea of broccoli. And I gotta tell you, Broccoli is actually my favorite vegetable, so I'm really excited about that. And I'm not too worried about eating a lot of it because it's good stuff. And you know what? I may just have a few mushrooms while we're at it. So, there you have it. They came with my meal as I requested, and we're in great shape. Bon appetit once more. Hi there. I'm at the fabulous Red Rock Casino and Resort, and I'm with the manager of TBones Chophouse and Grill here in the resort, Tony Mangione. Tony, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us.
It's our pleasure, my pleasure.
Tony, I've got to tell you, as a big man who is in transition, losing weight, I know that there are a lot of people that are a little hesitant to come to a really wonderful resort like this, very high-class establishment, and request food that's a little off of what's on the menu. For example, tonight I actually ordered a split of the petite filet and lobster tail. I think most of us would have had some hesitation about that. How, as a restaurateur, do you respond to requests like that?
Well, first of all, I mean, nobody said it better than, special orders don't upset us. So in this business now, especially in this economy, I mean, anything the guest wants, in order for you to become successful, you really have to give the guest what they're asking for. Otherwise, there's many choices they can make. And for us, it's pretty easy. To split a steak, split a lobster, I mean, it's only food. So that's the attitude we take from the top, from the owners, all the way down to the chef. So all of us are pretty much on the same page. Normally, in most of your better restaurants, they're going to give you what you want, and you shouldn't hesitate or feel embarrassed to do so.
Okay, so when that special order goes back to the kitchen then, and the kitchen is hopping and things are moving right along, and all of a sudden they get this special order, it really doesn't throw the staff and it's like it doesn't bring everything to a crashing halt. They're actually able to work that in without any difficulty?
Well, yeah, unless you do something really out of the ordinary, but yourself, you're a professional food person. You know how to order. You know if you order, if it just comes with butter on it, to have it steamed is nothing. If you get into something a little more difficult, like maybe looking for something that's not on the menu, or we may have to go travel to get the item, that's when it becomes a problem. But basically, if it's in the kitchen, a good restaurant, good management will get it for you at all times.
Fantastic. So if you have a client that's a customer rather, have a customer that is thinking ahead of time, which is one of the things we encourage on our site, is to actually do some research of the place that you're going to eat. If they're doing that and they look at the menu and they go, what I really need is going to be off the menu, would you prefer to actually hear about that before they come to the restaurant, or is it okay to make those changes at tableside?
Tableside.
Tableside's fine?
I mean, like I said, if it's something really out of the ordinary, and they look at the menu, then they might have to ask the question. There's nothing wrong with calling the manager or calling the chef and say, hey chef, can you do this for me? I'm going to tell you 99.9% of the time they're going to say yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So the bottom line is, you should not hesitate to make the special order for what you need, because that's crucial that you're staying on your program and getting the food you need. Tony, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. It was actually a pleasure dining here in your restaurant this evening. I had a great time with my friends, and I certainly look forward to coming back to the Red Rocks Casino and the T-Bones Chophouse and Grill.
Very good.
Thank you.
Keep it lean, brother. All right.
Take care.
Thank you.